All right, thank you so much for keeping it locked right here to Magic Radio, MajckRadio.com. It's your girl, MD Magic D. Get ready to hear from an artist. And I want to say that one of the first venues that is channeling this artist to the listeners, multifaceted artist and educator, holding an associate degree in vocal performance from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College and a bachelor's degree in visual and performing arts from Savannah State University. From a young age, Asia showcased her musical talents, starting her singing journey in church at the tender age of 3. Everyone, please help me welcome to the mic Miss Asia Sings.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. So I've had a chance to look at your bio and your website. Can you tell our listening audience a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I'm Asia. I'm from Georgia, Albany, Georgia. Grew up there all my life. My bio stated I went to school in Tifton, Georgia, where I received my associates in vocal performance. And then I transferred to Savannah State, where I received my bachelor's in visual performing arts. And I also have a master's in public administration as well. Music has always been a big part of my life. My entire family is just full of musicians, singers, performers, actors, dancers. So I've always been heavily influenced by the arts. I have a beautiful daughter. She just turned 3, and she's also heavily influenced by music as well. She plays the piano, and right now we're moving on to percussion instruments like drums and things like that. I love kids. I'm actually a school teacher. I teach kindergarten through 8th grade, and I teach music as well. And yeah, I love music.
All right, I hear that. So you talk about your daughter, her playing what sound like many instruments. Were you taught at a young age to play instruments? I know you said in your bio you were singing, at a young age in church. Did I also include playing instruments?
Yes. So I actually started leading choir songs when I was 3 years old. My mom has so many pictures of me holding a mic or me being picked up to be able to sing because the mic stand was too tall. And I was self-taught to play the piano for a long period of my life. So between the ages of 7 all the way throughout high school, I self-taught. I played by ear, the piano, and I was also in band as well. So I picked up a lot of other instruments as well. And then when I got to college, I became classically trained. So I was classically trained to play the piano, and I was also vocally classically trained as well.
Yeah, you received all that vocal training in higher ed and in college. What about high school years? Did you know in high school that's what you wanted to do?
Yes, I always, even before that, I would literally force my cousins to practice like we had gigs, even though we didn't. Like I always do, like, and I was like Joe Jackson with them. Like
Oh
I
my
was like
goodness.
serious about it. Yeah. I would make them wake up early in the morning, like before we ride the bus. So I'd make my sister like, I need you to sing this. My best friend of 13 years, she was part of my group too, and they can all attest to how tough I was on them, but it was because I always knew like this was my calling, and I just never saw myself doing anything that didn't have music influence with it. And also in high school, I was blessed to have such a amazing mentor. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he literally saw the flame in me and just cultivated my gift. So shout out to him.
Well, and a shout out to him as well to help nurture, such a talent. Do you think it's important to have for someone in school to have someone to help nurture that talent? Many students may not necessarily know what they want to do or not realize that something that you think is a hobby is really your gift to the world.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like prior to me meeting my mentor, Mr. Miller, and like I said, I always knew that I wanted to do music, but I just didn't know the direction I wanted to go. Like before I met him, I had no idea that you could go to college to be a professional singer. I had no idea about that. And he was literally the one driving me to all of the state competitions, the regional voice competitions. He taught me how to sight read, and I actually became one of the best in my city actually during my high school years. I won so many awards, and he was right there cheering me on. And I remember when I went off to college, I actually majored in English. And I remember I came home, like I think Christmas break, and I came and visited him, and I was crying because I was failing. I had like a 1.9 GPA, and I was just not happy in college. And I'm like, I thought you said that college was supposed to be happy. And I'll never forget, he told me it'll only be happy if you do what God told you to do and what he called you to do. And I said, well, I want to do music. I don't want to do this anymore. I said, and I was very good at English. I was actually hired in as a professional English tutor at the college I was at, but I was not happy. I was not putting 100% in to my work, into my assignments, because that's not what I wanted to do. And so when I came home and told my mentor that, he said, okay, well, this is what you need to do to get ready for your audition. And so I ended up transferring to another school. He helped me prepare for my audition, and not only did I get into the school, but I got in full scholarship. So I was also on a stipend program, so they were paying me to come, like, go to school.
Oh, no, that's right. Awesome. Okay. So all this cultivating, nurturing you, being involved in different performances, being able to showcase your talents, you were able to drop some singles recently.
Yes. I really believe that, it's God's timing, not our timing. And prior to me dropping like the singles that I have right now, I met a friend up here, Anaya Lachelle, and she does music as well. So I had stopped for a period of time because I had my daughter at the time, and I was just trying to figure out like motherhood and who I was and what I wanted to do with my life. And so I think, with God placing me in a circle of musicians that not only are cultivating their gift, but they're serious about it, it really like inspired me to put out my own music. So I put out 3 singles so far. Actually, it'll be 4 next month. And yeah, I'm very excited.
Awesome. We're definitely going to hear one of those per your recommendation. One of the things I wanted to ask you, Asia, how do you go about your writing process? What is your
Oh,
process
man.
for creating a song?
Oh, man. I've actually been getting a lot of help from a lot of seasoned writers and singers that I've met during this journey. But usually I don't really stress out about the writing process. I usually find a beat first that really like resonates with me. And for me, I get the melody before I get the lyrics. So if I hear a good beat, I might can hear the melody of what I want to hear, and I might pre-record that somewhere. And then over time, I just let the words come. And when I'm writing music, my music has to have substance. So I don't just write just to write. Like for me right now, the album that I'm working on is literally called Full Circle because it's about the things that I've experienced in my life. And not only did I experience it, but I came out on top and I gained wisdom from it. So I guess a part of my writing process is making sure my lyrics have meaning and substance in it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's one thing I want to touch on because a lot of songs lack substance.
Right.
But
Right.
one of the things I wanted to ask you, you're talking about a beat. So do you do all of your production? Do you prefer live instrumentation or are you using like samples?
Right now, I'm not using samples. I'm blessed to have friends that could create beats originally for me at this time. I'm not opposed to using samples at all. I just haven't found one that works for me just yet.
Well, that's awesome because I love to hear live instrumentation. I think that's an art that's not exercised enough. And a lot of
Right.
these, I myself don't play an instrument. I could definitely program some stuff, but
Right.
uh, I think it's just awesome. When hearing live instrumentation. By the way, how many instruments do you play?
Oh man. um. Well, okay. I'm gonna just name them. I play the piano. That's my primary instrument. I also play the drums. I play the xylophone. Oh man. It's kind of a long list because throughout the years, I've always been intrigued with learning an instrument.
Hmm.
And so I literally would pick it up and learn by ear, and then I would also invest in myself and like pay people to teach me how to play. Like during COVID, when COVID was what 4 years ago, I believe, I literally like picked up a guitar and learned how to play that just throughout COVID. And so now like I'm actually playing on one of my tracks. So I I can't really put a number to it. I think I just pick it up and learn as I go.
So it's safe to say, like maybe 10. Is that a modest number?
Yeah, we can, yeah, about round 10, yeah. Because
Okay.
some I play fluently and some, I still struggle a little bit, but overall, like I tell people, I can get you through a church service.
That's what's up. So what are your goals, your long-term goals with music?
My long-term goals is to become an established singer and musician. I would love to do this full time. I would love to travel the world and sing and change people's lives and people be moved through my music. I would also love to create a mentorship for young moms and young women who want to pursue their dreams and, no matter their circumstance that they know that they can keep going. And also my long-term goal is to open up a music therapy place for children with mental disabilities and traumatic experiences. And I want to be able to nurture those kids and help them, overcome those regressive mental states so that they can be successful in the world one day.
That is very admirable of you. There are so many different disparities, so many just things that need to be changed. You know,
Right, right.
I'm glad to hear that you are able to take your talent, and to help nurture and support, aspiring folks that want to take their music to another level.
Right. Yeah, I just see how music can change kids and
Hmm.
just me working in the school, just seeing a lot of kids that I taught probably when they was like in third grade and they were like, my behavior kids to now they can read music, they love performing, just the sweetest kids. And excuse me, sometimes those kids need that discipline and that drive in them.
Hmm. Who would be a dream collaboration for you?
Man, probably for sure Brandy. For sure. If I could just even get her to listen, she won't even have to sing. If I could just get her to listen to a song, like my life would just be completed at this point. I'm grateful for whatever she give me.
Okay, Brandy. Okay, we have to see what we can do about that. Have you found any positive outlets for music here in Kalamazoo? Anywhere in Michigan?
Actually, I have. There's this place in Kalamazoo. They're called Fire,
Hmm.
and they basically, they cater to the arts. So they have, events like open mics, they have like open poetry, they have songwriting classes, songwriting workshops. And I'm actually featuring there on March 1st, at 5:30 p.m. It'll be my first feature where I'll be broadcasting my songs and stuff like that. So I'm very grateful that they, gave me a platform that where I can show Michigan in a way who I am.
Awesome. Well, definitely make sure we mark that on our calendars. March 1st. Definitely familiar. And I don't have the address right offhand, but I know it's right on Portage Street.
Yep,
Uh,
that's right on Portage.
for
Fire,
those,
Kalamazoo Kazoo Fire, I believe.
yeah, for those that are local. Destiny Price is the executive director over there
Yes,
at
we love
Fire.
her. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely shout out to Destiny. So, in closing, Miss Asia Sings, is there anything you want to add?
I just want to say first, thank you for having me on your platform. I appreciate this so much. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak and put myself out there so that Kalamazoo can know and Michigan and the whole world can know who I am. And I also want to say that I have a new single dropping this next month, at the end of next month. So you all be on the lookout for that. You all can follow me on Instagram at Asiana. That's ASIAUNNYA. You can also find me on Facebook, Asia Sings, and TikTok at Asiana. That's at ASIAUNNYA.
And before you get up out of here, what song are you going to leave us with?
I would love for you to play Running Through My Mind. That song is my very first single that I dropped last year, and it means so much to me. I put a lot of heart and dedication into that song, and I just know that your listeners are going to enjoy that.
Well, you got it. We'll definitely put that on cue. Thank you so much, Asia Sings, for spending a few moments of your busy day with myself and the listening audience.
Thank you so much, and you have a great night.
Yeah, you as well. All right, folks, thank you so much for checking out the interview. Asia Sings. Make sure you check out all of social media where her music is coming up in a digital venue near you. Next performance, a live performance, March 1st, right here in Kalamazoo at Fire, located on Portage Road. All right, yeah, more music coming up. Running Through My Mind. Keep it locked right here. The MajckRadio Show.
Hey, so, not really sure how else to explain it. Do you mind if can I just sing to you?
Lately I've been having this feeling that I just can't explain. Boy, you got me thinking of a future with a house and some kids and a big dime.